Oh, just missed. And this one is for his par. And the putt drops, now at 4 under, heading down the stretch.
They're going to have to dig deep to pull this one out. Let's see what they got.
And that finds him in a share of second. Let's see what happens here at the 16th. Come on, that finish line's in sight. Let's power towards it. Nicely done. Well, Rich, this player's certainly making moves up the leaderboard, aren't they?
Absolutely nice push on this final round. Still needs to keep the foot on the gas, continue making birdies if they have any hope of winning.
Well, it's fair to say that fortune favours the brave, Rich.
Yes, it does. And being just one shot back, things are getting interesting.
Setting up here with a very long putt.
Always rooting for this player, Luke. I hope this one goes.
And that's a long-range bomb. And rest assured their rival will be looking over their shoulder. Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again.
What an amazing putt from way out.
Well, that's a good move. Always nice when you can head to the top of the leaderboard.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Oh, well done. Second shot here on the 17th. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader. 13 feet to the cup.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Just didn't drop. And that should secure the par on this one. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. And a chance to ice the tournament here, holding the lead, playing the last. Quality shot, that one. And he's down there.
Well, I wouldn't mind hitting the shot, but I wouldn't fancy the walk up here. This is quite uphill.
Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice. Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Well, it all comes down to this. Make the putt to force a playoff. And with that, Rich, this one's actually going to extra holes.
What an incredible finish by this player, Luke. Massive charge up the leaderboard the last few holes. Now they're in a good position to win this tournament.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Needs this one to kick right. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. And they've got this left to win the Bluff Championship. Oh, that's frustrating. It all comes down to this. Make it, and the playoff continues. And the pressure builds. That forces this playoff to another hole. And now on to the next hole of this playoff. Second shot here on the 12th.
That's really not what we were looking for.
And here we are with the third shot.
That dog will hunt.
This next putt will win the playoff. And they've done it. They went the distance and then some. What a way to win.
What a putt at a most opportune time, Luke. Great win for this player.
Well, that'll put a smile on the dial, won't it, Rich? What an outstanding performance.
Getting it done on the second playoff hole. What a great win for this player.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed our extra coverage in this week's playoff finale. From myself and all the hardworking people at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. See you next time.
.2K Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Koyak. Hello, Henny.
Hi, Luke. I'm very much looking forward to bringing you the action from the golf course for this week's featured group. Now, there is a sense of maybe fear, heightened competition this week, as this player has said that they're starting up a rivalry with their playing partner.
And this week, Henny, they're looking to beat Harold Varner III. It should be an exciting and entertaining duel.
Absolutely, Luke. Harold Varner III is one of the most charismatic, talkative, and highly skilled players out there on tour. He'll either cut you down with his game or his slick talking. You better be on your guard.
Yes, he's got a sharp tongue and a clever game. Let's see how HV3 goes up against this player in this rivalry. That's a good-looking shot there. Well, you'd have to think this person's got a head full of confidence, Rich, coming off a last start win.
The game is coming easy to this player right now, so no reason not to believe they can't do it again this week.
Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
Absolutely. Love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
That was a gallant attempt. Almost snatched the eagle there. That would have been huge. Currently 1 under for the tournament.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Let's go down to John McCarthy for our on-course report. And John, you've now had some time to walk the course this week before today's show. What are we in for today at the Jacobson Homestead?
Well, Luke, yes, I love walking around this rural setting. Not a whole lot of trouble to start off with, but things heat up quite a bit when you hit the 7th hole, par 4. Has a dogleg left and a few bunkers and trees to deal with off the tee. Back 9 opens with a narrow and lengthy par 5, but that's really as tricky as it gets. I guess it gets a little swampy on the 15th, but the water generally won't be a factor for many players out there in the field. They saved the most challenging tee shot for the 18th, which leads up to an elevated green for the approach. That will be a fun hole to watch this week. Hopefully provide some drama coming down the final stretch. Let's see what happens, guys.
He's currently tied for second. Now we're on the 4th tee here at Jacobson Homestead, and it's a par 3, playing 181 off the back tees.
Yeah, that's about as far as you're going to see this par 3 play, Luke. Player's going to go in there with the mid, probably shortish iron. Obviously, with the water on the right, you want nothing to do with that side as the bank severely slopes downwards. Bailing out to left of the bunkers, not so hot either. But with just a short iron hand, you think that these players are good enough to fire right at it, don't you?
Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it?
This is what they have left for a par.
And this putt to move into a tie for first place. Well done. Take the birdie. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Nicely done. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
This whole location for him, well, it's about 185 yards out.
This one looks like it'll safely make the green. Oh, stop it. What a shot.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 9 feet from the cup. This for a birdie run.
Well, that'll play.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Now 2 shots up after that one. Here we have a par 5. That's a big drive. Well, Rich, it's become a bit of a new age thing on tour. A couple of rivalries that heat up on social media. We've seen a number of other players that call each other out. What have you made of this social media age?
Well, you better have thick skin if you're going to get into the social media arena. Thankfully, they didn't have it when I was out there on tour because I don't know if I could handle it. I certainly couldn't be trusted with it back then. But I think if you're going to go into that arena, you have to treat social media like it's just something that it's fun to do. If you do go down that rabbit hole in social media, you better be prepared for the consequences.
He sits in first position. Let's see what happens here on the 7th. Well, this one looks to be heading down the runway. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
Oh, that one's bouncing around in the branches. Far from ideal.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. This putt is of 9 feet. Ooh, nice line.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie.
Let's take a look at the current standings.
And after that hole, leading Patrick Cantlay by a couple of strokes. We've reached the 8th hole. Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
Not a bad play, that one.
14 feet to the cup. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And this putt coming up for his par. That's well holed. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Teeing off now on the 9th hole. Not a bad line, this one.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 195 yards. What an amazing approach shot. I think their rival, Harold Varner III, has a worthy competitor this week.
Okay, let's get back to the action.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
It was on a good line. It's just about 3 feet away.
This is what they have left for par.
Lovely position for our leader here, Rich. Out in front, but a few holes to go.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them.
Good looking shot, this. Looks to me, Rich, that this player has a ton of confidence. Put themselves right back in position to win straight off their last start.
They're going to have to make some birdies coming down the closing stretch, but they have a lot of good vibes coming from that last win. I expect more of the same this week. Nicely done.
Sitting at 4 under for the day, currently in the lead. How close was that to going down? Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 5 under. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling. From about 100 yards.
Currently leading by 2.
Chosen the pitching wedge here.
Uh-oh, this one's out, heading towards the rough.
That got a little out of control, I think.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
And here we are with their 4th. Straight out of the top drawer.
Love watching this player around the greens.
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Glancing at the scoreboard, and they're currently sitting in 1st place. Lexi Thompson holds 2nd.
And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine. That was special.
Why don't we catch up with the V-Man, Harold Varner III?
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, what a touch of class. Holds it from the sand. Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet. Ooh, right by the hole.
A par putt on the table.
Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? And after that hole, leading Patrick Cantlay by a stroke. Time to see what this par 4 has in store. That looks to be a fairway finder to me. Sitting at -4, currently leading. Choosing the 9-iron here.
And tidy looking shot, that one.
A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 13th.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
Okay, steady now. Putting for par. And as they leave that hole, Rich, you'd imagine a little bit frustrated after such a great shot in. A chance now from the bunker for an up and down. Yeah, magical shot out of the bunker, that one. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. And we find ourselves on the tee, one of the stronger par fours on the back nine here at Jacobson Homestead. The 14th playing 483, Rich, from the tips.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view. Bailing out to the left in the bunker, not so hot either. Tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flagstick.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
Yep, I've paced this. He's got around 195.
That was a bit of a miscue.
Now, coming out of the rough, missing the green was always in the cards.
Big par saver coming up for this fella.
These are on rails, looking good.
For the par.
Currently 4 under for the round. This hole is a par 5.
That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff.
Lining up from about 230 yards here.
He's currently tied for the lead.
4 left.
Well, it looks like they tried to be bold there, Rich, but it didn't quite work out for them. Now, 4 under par.
Currently tied for first place.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. 12 feet to the cup coming up. And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day.
And with just a slim lead coming down that stretch, anything can happen.
And with that, he's now broken the tie, all alone at the top of the leaderboard.